Hi, it's nice to be here again. Welcome to our Skin and All YouTube channel, where we talk about all things related to the skin. We talk about mentoring, life lessons, and of course, relationships. Have you subscribed to my channel? Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and you can drop a comment. It's an interactive YouTube channel, and we'll respond if you have any questions. So, what am I talking about today? Today, I want to talk about the concept of being comfortable with being by yourself. Being comfortable being alone with yourself. Recently, a story made the rounds of this powerful gospel singer, Osinachi, that died. May her soul rest in peace. And we've had a lot of cases of domestic violence in recent times. Not even just recent times, it's been there for a long time. But I think social media is helping us to amplify these voices. Domestic violence, spousal abuse, abuse in relationships, emotional abuse, and all forms of abuse, especially in relationships. So it got me thinking, normally human beings, I don't think we are built to exist alone. We crave for companionship. We crave for relationships. And that's why, it's often said that people are saying marriage is hard, relationships are tough. And yet people are getting married every Saturday or every Thursday now, because people are doing more weddings on Thursdays now. But anyway, you'll see that people are still seeking out companions, partners, spouses and all that. And people are still getting married despite all the bad publicity that marriage is getting. So what would that tell you? It's telling you that generally human beings, we tend to we gravitate towards ourselves. So whether you are gravitating towards your kind, or whether you are gravitating towards people that are not as similar as you, we tend to want to move towards other people. So I'm talking about the concept of learning to be enough with yourself, to be comfortable with being by yourself. So I've realized now, because of the pressure, we have a lot of pressure, especially in Nigeria here, especially on the females. Though I think that it's getting better now. Our females are going against the norm, which is good. They are speaking out more on what they want, and they are doing life on their own terms more, which is good. So before, when a girl is 21, 22, 23, the parents are already disturbing her. When are you getting married? When are you going to bring a man to the house? When are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? For the man, when he's in his late 20s, they start to disturb him. When are you going to bring a woman home? When are you going to bring a wife? And all that. But one thing a lot of people don't realize about relationships is that whatever you have, or whatever kind of person that you are before you meet your partner or before you meet your spouse, it is very important so that you can complement yourselves in a good way. So normally or naturally, if you are somebody that you already have a lot of unresolved issues, either from childhood or from past relationships, if you are thinking that a relationship or getting into a relationship or getting into a friendship with somebody is going to heal you of all those unresolved issues, it's not going to happen. So if you have not learned to, find a way, either through you find a way personally by trying to read books, by relating with some people that will bring you out of that space for those issues that you've gone through, or even getting professional help. If you have not gotten through those unresolved issues that you have, maybe you've gone through abuse before, you've had some relationship issues, you've had your heart broken in the past, and you go into another relationship and you've not yet healed, what is going to happen is that you're going to carry a lot of baggage from the previous relationship. You're going to carry it into the new relationship, and the person that you are going to be in a new relationship with is going to feel the effect of all those baggage that you're bringing in. So in essence, all I'm trying to say is that a relationship does not automatically heal you of all the struggles and the baggage that you're coming with. So you really have to learn to deal, or you have to deal with the issues that you have before you get into the relationship. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that your partner cannot help you to deal with the issues. But for any issues that you have in life, whether mental health issues, financial issues, if you've not gained insight into your own condition and you don't have a personal conviction to resolve those issues, no matter how much a person tries to help you, those issues are still going to remain unresolved. So I'm saying it again, that being in a relationship will not automatically erase all those issues that you've gone through. So your partner should complement you, your partner should make your life better, but your partner is not the reason for your whole existence. So when they say you are my life, you are my world, that is just, that's a lot of big words, that's a lot of promises. But really, you can't have one person becoming your whole world and you disappearing into thin air. It doesn't happen like that. The best way is that you are enough for yourself. You are enough for yourself. You are okay with existing on your own. You are doing life all by yourself, and you are doing fine doing life all by yourself. Then a partner coming to you compliments you. Another reason why we are having a lot of abuse, we're having people staying in abusive relationships these days again, is the syndrome of what will people say. You have somebody getting married and you have the parents telling the girl, oh, you're leaving the house today, you no longer have a room in our house, and as you're leaving, don't come back to this house. No matter what happens, the doors are closed to you, go and build your own home. That is a very dangerous statement to make. And even when they are having issues, when they come back to you as parents, as siblings, when they come back to you, you tell them, you shoo them away. You're like, no, go away. You are married now. You deal with your issues and all that. That is a dangerous place to put your child, your sibling, your friend, or whatever it is. That's a dangerous place to put them in. And for you going through that relationship, going through that abuse, please, dead men or dead women, they don't speak. If you are dead and you are gone, there's really nothing anybody can do about it. Another thing to note is that sometimes a lot of people, whether for men, because men too are going through abusive relationships now. They stay in a relationship because they say, oh, I don't want my children to be in a broken home. And they don't realize that the broken home that they are creating, even with staying together, is worse than separating and co-parenting in a healthy way. So if you raise a child in an unhealthy environment, an environment where there's no love, an environment where there's abuse, an environment where you emotionally abuse, you verbally abuse yourselves every time, you are not creating a healthy environment for that child. You're not giving the child good role models to look up to. You are automatically going to propagate abuse, because what is going to happen is that is only what they know. So when they grow up, they tend to be either like you, or in some cases, they might actually be the opposite of what you are. But most cases, when children are raised in abusive relationships, they tend to become like the abusers that raised them. So do you think you are raising a healthy environment, or you are raising your kids in a healthy environment? No. So you really don't have to get a divorce, and it takes a lot of, it's a process. And I'm a firm believer in putting everything you have into your relationship, meaning that you try your very possible best. But if you have tried everything, there's something called irreconcilable differences. If you've tried everything and it is still not working, you may need to separate. And you separate and you co-parent in a healthy way without all that abuse. And then you can go through therapy. You can go through individual therapy. You can go through group therapy, the two of you as a couple, and maybe, just maybe, you're able to overcome whatever it is that you're going through. But for some people, you may really need to separate, and at the end of the day, you may still need to even get a divorce. A divorce is not the end of the world. You can get divorced. People find love at 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. They say third time's the charm, but it doesn't have to be the third time. It might be the second time that you hit it, and you hit it right at the bull's eye. So really, staying in abusive relationships doesn't help anybody. So as a woman, I'm focusing on the woman, and not just, I'm focusing on both the woman, and I'm also going to talk about the men too. Please, be enough with yourself. Do life. Love yourself. if you give yourself a lot of self-love, you show whoever it is, your partner, anybody it is, that you really love yourself, you show yourself love, it's hard for people to treat you in a bad way or to abuse you when you are showing yourself enough self-love. So it is important to note that when you show yourself self-love, the other party finds it's really difficult for them to abuse, to offer you something that is less than what you're offering yourself. Another thing again is that do the things that you love to do. You don't have to have a lot of money before you take a holiday. And by holiday, some people think that you have to travel out of the country, you have to travel out of Nigeria. You can be within Nigeria and you can take a break from your regular environment. You can be in Lagos normally and travel to Abuja. You can go to Calabar, you can go to Port Harcourt, you can go to different places and just change your environment. Even within your environment, you can leave your home, take a hotel and just lodge there. Give yourself some me time. And Yoruba people say bowo se mo logun mo, meaning as you get more money, then you increase the places that you go to, the kind of vacations that you take and all that. So learn to be comfortable with being by yourself. Learn to be comfortable with being enough for yourself. Because if you are, one thing that gives you is that it gives you a lot of confidence in yourself. It makes people know that they can't treat you anyhow. And if you are enough for yourself, you're never bored with your own. You find things to do all by yourself, and such that anybody coming to you is going to compliment you rather than tell you that they want to complete you or they want to make your life whole, because you're already living a wholesome life. And remember, the syndrome of what we people say, you shouldn't let that syndrome hold you in shackles. If you are in any relationship that you are going through and it's an abusive one, you may need to separate for some time. Don't mind what people will say. At the end of the day, if anything happens to you, you are the one that will be 6 feet under, God forbid. So make sure that you are living life on your own terms and you are doing life on your own terms. And you are ensuring that if you are raising a family, you are raising your kids in an environment that is filled with love, so that you don't contribute to the pool of dysfunctional adults that we have later in life. Okay, thank you for watching our Skin and All YouTube channel. I'm sure that you've learned a lot in this video. If you have some comments, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to learn from you too. If you have some comments, some questions, I'll be happy to answer them in the comment section. Till next time, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.